Yeah.
So we said we were gonna, the next step here, which I'm doing right now, I'm taking off the tape that I had the windowsills taped off. I'm pulling this off to see where I'm at. If there's any little cleanup to do on the windowsill, which they're oak, then I'll just wipe it off real quick and clean up the edge. There might be a little touch-up needs to be done, but that's a finality of detail work we can do. So what I do is just stick my rag in there and then just wipe it off clean.
Oh, with a little screwdriver. And that gives you a nice little edge.
Yeah, and then I take this, here's what we talked about, peeling this off.
I didn't think of the whole grain.
Which the tape, we didn't use blue tape, but we're taking it off the same day, so we have no residue left behind the tape. There's actually on the surface itself, there's no residue left because we're removing the tape the same day, within hours after we taped it.
Yeah, the question is, how soon should you pull that off?
Oh, within 45 minutes.
Just when the wall feels touch dry, because you don't want to take it off too soon, do you?
No, because you could be getting debris back on your paint. Say if you take this off, there's a little bit of drywall mud that was stuck on there, or for some reason or another, you got a little flecks of stuff that come off on your wet paint. So you want to wait till the wall's dry before you remove this, otherwise you're going to be scratching your head because you rushed it.
Yeah.
But see how we were talking about the top of the, where the window, vinyl window meets the edge, that we're going to finalize this and eliminate this gap here by putting a bead of caulking along here.
Right.
Which I'll do, and if there's any residue up on here of old material or something.
Yeah, you're going to have to do a once over on that.
Yeah, because what you want to do on your final detail work, when you're doing something like this, is just take the time to wipe it off.
Yeah.
And it'll be good.
And I find even if the seam looks fairly tight and straight, if you put a nice tight bead of caulking around the entire window, or at least the two sides and the top down to the to the window stool, it's going to make it look all pre-finished and uniform.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even.
Is she gonna clean the windows?
Yeah, we're cleaning windows too. We're a full service painter. Full service.
Yeah.
You know how it is, especially, you know, I think what you have to do is take pride in what you're doing and do the best you can with it all the time. And then once you start doing that, it becomes habit. And then if you get a habit of doing yourself a good job and a homeowner and being able to fix things up and sit back and have dinner in here and look at your walls that you painted, you took the time and the effort, you know, you feel pretty good about that you've done it. So we're just making sure everything's clean, wiping it down, cleaning it off, taking the tape off.
Yes, the idea is do a good job with this. This is part of your project. The whole idea is when you get done is you don't want anyone to know you are even there.
Leave no trace of paint on anything that's not supposed to have paint.
And if you see something you think, well, that wasn't mine, well, you know, sometimes you have to get into the frame of mind of, well, if it's there, you might want to clean it off depending what it is or where it's at, how it looks, because somebody's going to think it was you who did it. He's going to think it was you who did it. Oh yeah, look at that paint right there. They didn't take that off for the sheetrock mud. Or around the window frames weren't clean. Well, I didn't do that. I didn't have to do that. That's not my paint. That's the last painter's.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I hear that. That's a good point right there. I run across that all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, and as for a painter, you almost have to take a picture of stuff. If they don't want you to do it, you got to take a picture before and after. Say, hey, look, see that paint right there? That was there in your window frames before, or your windows, or your door frames, or your door, or whatever. I've run into that a couple times, and somebody will say, oh no, you've got to do it. How do we know?
Yeah, exactly.
And you learn that lesson once, and once only.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Exactly. You know, and you got to point those things out maybe ahead of time if you're doing a job and you're not quite sure, about how the people are going to react to your job. Say, well, look, let's go around and walk the job.
Yeah, they want a cheap price, so they want one price that includes everything. Well, you got to show them the existing conditions and what they want you to do, because that's going to affect your overall price.
Exactly. Yeah, how far you want to take something on old restoration work? How far you want to restore something? Where your budget, where your budget go for until.
Yeah, all the detail work. The owner may say, "Oh, you know what? I'll take care of that. I'll get it ready for you." Then you, as painter, need to tell them, "Okay, we'll make sure this has to be done, this has to be done, and this has to be done."
Exactly.
And that way they don't hold you responsible for it. Or you didn't tell me I had to do this, this, and this.
Yeah, but it's good practice to get it to the homeowners, trying to get everything cleaned up after you paint, because the other people will be coming in and saying, well, why didn't you do this or that, or what happened here, or what,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this window here, there's a gap up on top they filled.
Yeah, see, they filled it because the ceiling wasn't perfectly level right
square,
there.
So
Maybe they're tying into an existing condition and they can only do so much, and they filled it up with caulking.
I think that happens a lot.
Yeah.
And you can hide a lot of stuff with Bondo and caulking, but if you can clean stuff up and then
See, where's your nearest market, Eddie?
get it cleaned up.
Carmichael?
For what?
Say a Safeway or something like that.
We have a Walmart right on the.
Well, that's right, your Walmart's right.
Yeah,
we
it's
got
not
that.
bad, not bad. Looking pretty good.
We got that one too, about 6 months ago
Oh.
in Lincoln, right in our town. We did that.
Hey, is
Where did you do
is
that?
Jim doing a good job here, Mr. Inspectors?
Absolutely.
Huh?
He's
I-
explaining everything to you and us
Okay.
of what he's doing and
I'm
what he's
trying
expecting.
to.
Okay.
This is my probably second video with Video Joe here, and I don't know how good of a communicator I am, but
You've been doing good, Jim.
I try to make the average homeowner aware of the fact that all things are possible with home improvement.
Yep.
And hey, you can improve your whole outlook on your home, because you can, once you, like we said, if you start learning how to do things through the videos, you'll be doing more stuff. So, like Video Joe says, keep watching.
Keep watching. That's right.
More projects to come, huh?
Yeah. Hey, didn't you say you were going to give me a hat today? You got an extra hat for me, painter's hat?
I did, and I have to hold that to the fact that I cleaned my truck out, and they might be left in my garage because I got
Uh-oh.
4 of them.
Well,
Whoa.
hey, make sure you keep it in your car, your truck, for next time.
Yeah,
Next time I see you.
because good guys wear white hats, but mine's kind of gray, so I don't know how
I
that.
wear a black hat. You wear black hat.
Somebody, Eddie,
Car driver,
What about Texans?
Texans can wear any color hat they want.
any color, white,